Hey guys, welcome to HowTo Infuse. Today we're going to take a look at this washing machine. It has developed an issue recently. The complaint is that it fills all the way up and won't stop. So most likely it has something to do with the water level selector, switch, sensor. And from what, this is a GE, but many other ones work kind of the same way. And so what I've been able to find out is that there's a little hose that has air in it, and as the washer fills up, it pushes that air up and increases the pressure. So it's kind of a pressure switch as opposed to an actual level indicator. And as the pressure goes up, it stops at a certain point in filling. Problem comes in is that if you're filling your washer and then you put the soap in there and all the other stuff that you mix in, the lower water is usually really gummy with all the soap, so that's the first thing that fills into that hose as it's filling to adjust the level. Over time, that doesn't get rinsed, so the residue builds up and eventually that hose gets clogged, and then the air doesn't move anymore, so the washer doesn't get any kind of indication that it's being filled and just keeps on filling because it thinks that nothing's going in. That's the assumption of what's wrong, and that's how we're going to proceed. I'm going to go ahead and open it, take a look at that hose, see if we can unclog it, and hopefully it's going to be a really simple repair. So to open this, I have a metal spatula, but first I'm going to try to use a plastic one, so in the hopes that I don't damage the finish. There's usually some clips right in this area. Looks like I'm already all right. Alright, so I'm going to be honest with you, I'm already encountering something different than what I thought I was in for. Just to back up a little bit, I've taken 2 screws out of the control panel. I've also taken 4 screws off of the back cover. I'm probably going to end up having to arrange this a little bit better. There's some kind of paper thing that's like a protector there that is falling, and then with the screws out of this I pushed it to the back so that I could lift this just kind of a little bit out of the way. What I'm seeing here is the hose that I expected, although it's in a different place and it's hooked up to the main board. I'm still going to assume that this is probably the culprit. Although it doesn't appear to be blocked. I started taking the rest of the cover off, and I do think I'm going to turn the water off. I'm going to disconnect the hoses, and then see how much more is involved in lifting the entire top. Alright, so honestly, I don't know what to say here. We're going to go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to tell you what I did. I took a little brake cleaner, ran it through this hose. There's nothing in the washer, and if it does work, I'm going to run it a couple of times anyway. And I want to say it moves a little more freely, but you know, blowing in and out of the hose, I cannot get to the parts. This back panel is welded, and it looks to be that the only way to get further in here is to actually remove the entire drum assembly, and I'm just not ready to do that yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll reattach this and we'll just give it a shot and see what it does. There's honestly just too many things that it could be, including the actual selector valve. It appears that the pressure is getting sent to the motherboard. And the front clips are on. Honestly, I should just try it out now before I put this back together, but alright, so I know you're probably thinking, what did that idiot do? But I don't really know how to work the machine, so I got some help to work it, and it filled and stopped at the medium setting. Then we now are pushing it to the super setting, put some soap in it, and hopefully once it gets to the super setting, it will stop, progress through the cycles, and we might be good to go. So let's see what happens here in a few minutes. So through the process, I told you and showed you that I use brake cleaner. I'm going to recommend that maybe you don't do that. My wife was not very happy about that kind of chemical smell. Alright, so it did just kick to the next cycle. So at least we know the problem we had is hopefully solved for now. The new problem is washing it a couple of times with laundry detergent to get that smell out. One thing that I think would help in preventing this problem from happening is waiting till the washing machine is entirely full before you put the detergent in. As I said before, that detergent-rich water at the low level is probably, as it fills, getting into that tube, leaving a kind of soap scum behind that eventually clogs it. Alright, we're going to let this run. Hopefully that helps you out. If so, give me a thumbs up. Alright, so hopefully if you found that helpful, you give me a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button. That goes a long way to help YouTubers like me to keep making videos like this for people like you. So I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.